All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, Gervonta Davis has some big news that may be coming about for him, as it looks like after the fight with Lamont Roach, that he could be lined up to get all of the top-ranked stars in the ring with him. As new information has come out about offers being made to combine the PBC and Top Rank into one organization. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, good news for boxing fans, at least if these people get what they want to get done, as I hear that big offers are being made for Gervonta Davis to get fights with the top-ranked fighters, and that money could no longer be an issue, as the two could possibly be working together, as Bob Arum is going to receive a huge offer to merge the promotional aspects of Top Rank with the platform of the PBC. Now, before I get into the details, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much. It really makes a huge difference to the channel, especially when you support in the Cash App, which is Fanon, INT. Make sure that you make sure it's for Martin. Martin Blackwell is my name. Some people try to make copies and try to way to siphon off that from the channel. So thank you guys for your support. Other than that, hit the subscribe button and let's get to it, because this is something that should have been taking place a long time ago. But my understanding is that things are moving along in a way that it will consolidate a lot of the interests in American boxing. And one of the biggest stars in American boxing and in boxing in the world, Gervonta Davis, should have access to the fighters that he wants to fight with this big Amazon contract that he received. Now, let's go back up a little bit and just kind of go through it. If you remember, Gervonta Davis is the WBA lightweight champion. Whole lot of funny stuff has been going on around Gervonta Davis and the WBA. Funny stuff going on with him and trying to get fights made. Real funny stuff going on with him and trying to get venues done. It's almost like the boxing world is colluding to prevent this young man from getting the shine and making the money that he's supposed to make. But that's not an unusual situation in boxing. That's, taken place for, decades and decades and decades and decades of this type of treatment from black slick southpaw fighters like Gervonta. Well, one of the incidences that we've seen is that Gervonta Davis had a hard time solidifying that venue with Houston, because of some counter offers and things going on around, right? So you saw that problem. Then before that, you saw Vasily Lomachenko just back out of a negotiation when they had a fight set for him. Lamont Roach winds up being like his fourth option, right? Now, my understanding is that with Turkey Al-Sheikh and the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia removing its interests from America, that there's now more opportunities for the American promoters to work together, because they see what damage can be done to their businesses unless these guys come together and unite as far as, dedicated boxing professionals. You see Jake Paul coming in and having big promotions with Mike Tyson in Dallas, Texas. I thought, how many they say, like 6 million eyes or something like that or 60 million homes or something saw that fight, right? Something where, this kid who's a social media influencer is coming in and really doing some damage, man, as far as his ability to promote, major events and do major events. So Obviously, you look at Bob Arum, who Bob Arum said, that his big problem having to promote Shakur was that he's just older and he can't promote like he used to promote because, people, it's just not the same generation that he was in. So obviously, he's going to need help if he wants Top Rank to continue, right? Beyond himself. And my understanding is that's what an offer is being made, that there's the same group of people that want to put on the fights with Gervonta Davis on Amazon, wanted to support Jake Paul on what's going on on Netflix, also wants to work with ESPN and bring ESPN and the PBC together and have that platform for smaller fights to be available on ESPN throughout the week. The bigger ones be available on Amazon or be available on Netflix, right? When they're really big events. But that can only happen when there's a consolidation of the PBC and Top Rank. BBC and Top Rank, because those guys are the ones that are not on DAZN. So my understanding that this offer and this money is going to be there. Hopefully Bob Arum will take it. My understanding was that they're going to hit him with an initial offer of somewhere around $500 million, which they think is a fair offer for not just the Top Rank banner, but for all of the all of the masters for their tapes. Because, one of the big values that you have in Top Rank is that Top Rank has all these old films that they own. Similar to the person that used to manage Mike Tyson early in his career. I think his name was Bill Clayton. They own this incredibly big archive of boxing films and so much of these films are unavailable for people to see. These people want to buy those rights from Top Rank, want to buy the rights from all of these old films so that they can grow the sport by featuring old fighters. And that's involved in the purchase as well. So if you would think, well, why would they pay somebody $500 million for fighters that they just have signed to contracts, right? Then the fighter can just leave. But see, it's not just that. It's that wealth of material that Top Rank has for the last 50 years. Top Rank owns material on Muhammad Ali, Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard. I mean, everybody fought. Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather Jr., on and on and on and on and goes, right? So that amount of publishing is the reason I think that offer is so high. But anyway, it goes with Bob Arum, being over 90 years old, $500 million being something where, hey, man, these guys can continue to run that business for a long time, man, with that type of money backing them. And my understanding is that it's really only for like a 49%. It's only like a 49% share. And if they disagree, they have an option to put more money down to take the controlling interest. So my understanding is that these people are offering $500 million to Bobby Arum for 49% and an option to buy the remaining 2% if they're unable to work together over the course of a year, right? So either Bobby Arum will be able to buy back the 49% at cost, or he could sell, or they could continue on with the business. Or he can go away and they can pay him the extra 2% on that total number. So I'm telling you, man, or 2% of the total ownership. I'm not necessarily a business person like mergers and acquisitions and all of that. But anyway, it seems like that could be a great thing for boxing. And it's something that could allow Gervonta Davis and Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson and Lomachenko and Baranchyk and all of these guys from 135 all the way up to 147 to all be fighting each other with really no promotional hangups. And on top of it, this company actually wants to give a percentage of the ownership of the masters of the fights to the fighters themselves so that they can have a pool of money to draw upon for the rest of their lives, right? Because let's be honest, man, these masters sitting up in Top Rank's shelves and sitting up, Al Heyman's masters and all of that, if these fighters are not getting paid for every time these things are repaid, that's a lot of money these fighters are leaving on the table. So anyway, that's my take on the matter. That's my understanding of the opposite of what people are looking at doing. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.